Good day viewers, well, this one can be tested next. KYB1Z 30.1 lattice and guide time switch. Yep, the motor's going quite nicely in there. Turn it off. Winding up the escapement as it's going. There you go, just winding up quite nicely. Escapement being behind that plate. It's a very quiet running time switch. Recalibrated and refurbished in 1984. Alright, look at the next one. Pretty much identical to the last one of those LNG ones. But also a good idea. Step back there for a second. Okay, we'll look at this one next. This one's neat. Actually, no, I'll say this one the last because it's the most interesting. Astro time switch. I gotta read up on those notes you left me. It's really cool. That one's got the month and everything on it. We'll look at this one. It's got your two 24-hour dials. This one's a K1B1Z 30.1Z 30.1. So it's got two sets of clock mechanisms in it. And I think they're both the same. They're both the same clock. They both turn the same way. So they both turn the same. But there's two sets of contacts. So you can switch two different things on. Maybe you switch two sets of light circuits on or something instead of just the one. So it's 2 times 240 volt switch, or 240 volt for the motor, 2 times 2 times 30 amps with two sets of contacts. A38, 302, 469, 38, 217, 514. So it's the same thing, but it's got an extra add-on to it. Recalibrated at 987. There's a little thing on the side there. Time switch fitted with independent controlled contacts. Oh, there you go. Tells you how to set it all. So you can have one set of lights come on at one time of the day and another set come on another time of the day. Currently they're both set to go on at exactly the same time. That was at a metal clock. This one's got a plastic clock wheel there. The minute wheel's plastic in this one. Let's wire this one here. I'll give this one here a test. It's an identical switch but with two sets of contacts. So in theory I probably could wire those switches. Oh, hard. That's done pretty tight actually. I could probably wire those two in parallel to make it a 60 amp type switch. In theory. But it cracked. Someone dropped something on it and cracked it after super glue all that. Here's another description of what it really is. 2-circuit time switch for hot water and space heating. Contacts independently controlled. Okay, so you've got two. One for your hot water and one for your space heating. That's its intended purpose. So they currently set to both go on at exactly the same time. You could have those independent, have the hot water come on and have the space heating come on a bit later. That's kind of interesting. That's a... Never seen a time switch that's with that sort of configuration before. There we are. Let's wire this out and give it a test. So you got one set of contacts here, another set there. Nice. Okay, this one here is running. Brake for the escapement's got to wind up yet. The other one there, the other one previous one wound itself up and started, the escapement went straight away as it was winding up. This one's a bit different. And it's got no cover over the escapement. But it's going. Should be able to get this off. Because the seals have already been cut. Oh yeah, don't know how tight I did these bolts, but I couldn't get the towel cover bolt off. That was bloody tight. So someone's actually deliberately undid these screws while the seals are on, just trying to break it just for the hell of it. Oh, smells new in there. Smells brand new. Let's not try and turn that. I can set the clock again to what the time is. On the same time, so green is on, blue is off. Done. It's off. Like a whiny escapement up down there. It's a whiny thing there if I can get it. A whiny escapement up. It's not so easy to get a screwdriver in there though. It's in a pretty nasty spot. It goes, winds the other way in this one. You gotta take this front cover off to be able to wind it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you need a special screwdriver to fit that plastic. That one doesn't quite fit properly. You hear the little solenoid in there that stops the escapement once the motor's on. Let's see if it works now. No. Yeah, it needs more wind on it, but I can't get a screwdriver to fit that. It's one of those little lettuce and gyro plastic, the same sort of plastic used in their CT meters. It's got the same type of screw. It's easiest if you take this, take the front housing off, and you can get a screwdriver in it nice and straight. Don't want to damage the plastic, but it works quite well. Give it a little tap on the side and your escapement's going. There we are. It will clean up quite well. Running quite nicely. That'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.